Hey, what's up guys, Josh Bush here and welcome back to another Digimon deck profile. Today I'm joined by my friend Kevin. Hey Kevin.
Hey.
And he just got top 16 at the European finals playing the best deck.
I don't know if we can say it's the best deck, certainly the most popular.
Yeah, I think we thought it was the best deck, but maybe it isn't. Anyway, it is Blackwargreymon.
It is Blackwargreymon.
Yeah, anything you want to say before we check out the actual cards?
So obviously I worked with a lot of people on this list, yourself included, Josh, so thanks very much for turning me on to a couple of cards that turns out were really important. And then once I really started testing that card, we'll get to it in a minute,
yeah.
I found like the deck's completely changed. In the space of a set, the deck has completely changed. It's no longer like a tempo control. Yeah. We just don't need to play that game anymore. We don't want to. We don't want to. So yeah, this is the final list. Shout out to everyone who helped me grind for this event. I think I put like 200 hours into just playing Digimon since like mid-January. Yeah. We printed proxies out, we went at it. So big shout out to Team Legion over at Gordo's and Team Excelsior, all the Bristol Meta, my local lads. Thanks very much for putting the grind through. I know it was like running into a wall against me, but I do appreciate the reps and everyone else who I battled online. So we're going to go into the main profile now. Koromon, Buff Egg. Not much to say. I did spend a while testing a version of the list with the draw, and it did come up a few times. I was ripping into, say, your level 7s and being able to go into it. But on the whole, once the deck shifted from tempo to control to pure aggro
to Grandis.
To Grandis, yeah. We were like, we'll take the buff, thanks. Promo Argu. There you go. He's hiding.
Yeah.
Promo Argu. The best start in the game is this guy and Cool Boy.
Yeah.
You need the buffs as well. Not much to say. Search Argu. Yes. We want to find our pieces. We're an OTK deck now. Argumon X.
Or Search Argu.
This, like, being able to see like 7 cards minimum with a Cool Boy, 8 cards. They might have to do something about this card.
Yeah.
That card's pretty good. 2 starter Security Greymon. We're OTK. We want that security attack. We don't want to see any other Greymon in certain matchups. Really. In the mirror, it's better most of the time because you should be big enough to swing over with some D-Digivolve, and then we just want to win that race. We'll go to BT5. This is probably like the key Greymon. You want to see this most. You can respond a lot better when you're only paying 1, and just being able to go up faster. You match with Grandis. You match their 1-cost champ with your 1-cost champ, and it just keeps you ahead. Helps you just respond quicker. And then 4 Greymon X. If they hit anything in this deck, it's got to be this card.
Yeah, this card's insane.
It's insane.
It's what it's called win rates, but just without a cost.
Without a cost. There's no cost to this. They've got to hit it. It's searchable by all of your cards. And getting that value off it, you just go to town. BT8 Metal Greymon, swing over dudes. Really important in the mirror. Make sure you draw it there. If you don't draw it there, you're very sad. 1 Old Taurus mode.
Spicy.
Yeah, very spicy. So Joe Lee, fellow UK lad, who also top 16'd, he put me onto this the night before, right on the Friday night. He was like, you're gonna need it for like Melga and anything that bounces you. You've only got the 1 source of protection, and it's a free Evo draw. And it came up clutch because my round 1 was Examon, and I didn't see the Greymon X, so I just had this stack and I just couldn't get bounced. That was good, and it came up against like Melga as well. New Metal Greymon X antibody. This card does everything you want it to. You can choke and pop a guy. You can become immune to any DP reduction or D-Digital effects, which is incredibly important. And you're going to be trashing security, so it's better to trash than check, especially if you're setting up like your comeback play. If you're coming back with like a Gaio, you want this under there, and you can build up on another stack.
Yeah, sometimes you have to play control, right?
Yeah, the deck has the flex, and there we go.
There he is.
There he is. like the best Blackwargreymon in the game.
Somehow.
Somehow. When I first started testing, I was at 3 Blackwargreymon X, 1 BT8 Blackwargreymon. I went back up to 2 after a while of testing, and then Gordo tried 1 copy of this card, but it didn't work out in testing, and we didn't really click on like why this card is good. It wasn't until you pointed out, Josh, that you don't have to play Omnimon X BT5 against Grandis if you just see this.
Exactly.
You just win the game
Yeah.
instead. You don't give them a turn to respond, even though they probably can't. You just win the game. So you're just playing OTK, and you're more consistent than Grandis because you've got cards that let you see 7 cards.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you see this in the mirror, you clear their board. You can do a couple of damage, maybe go into the Blackwargreymon X to control. But otherwise, you just punch them in the face. Every time I played against a Blackwargrey deck playing BT8 Wargreymon, I just
Yep.
2 Blackwargreymon X. This is the worst card in the deck.
Somehow.
By
Again.
by a wide margin. Every time I see this card, I'm like, this could be anything else. Maybe like this could be a boost. This could be something. But you do need to play it. But you don't. If you see this before this,
Feels bad.
It feels so bad. You want to definitely go into this over this if you have to, if you're not killing them. But if you're paying 5 and just going into this and you're like popping a guy and maybe trashing something, and then they just play Gaiamon to respond, you get blown out.
Yeah.
It's the worst. 2 Gaiamon, you have to be able to respond to their stack. You have to have this first in the mirror. They build up to a Wargreymon or something, and you just run it over and you win the game. The best crackback wins. I'm playing 2 copies of Omnimon X Antibody in this version of the list.
Yo.
I know. This is only because I had one, and then I took out the BT5, the Blitz Omni, and put in a second one of this. There was a period of time when I was on 1 Blitz, 1 BT5X, 1 BT10X, and you don't need the BT5 anymore, and the Blitz isn't relevant because you can't go off of Blackwargreymon. I just played 2 of this. It is a dead draw if you find it early. You don't want to open hand it really. But most of the time I was able to just leave them at 1 security and then go like Gaio, trigger X antibody into this for game just to avoid any bombs in security there. Most of the time that was relevant in my games was when it was in security.
Yeah, it's actually itself is a security bomb basically.
Yeah, in the mirror, like someone went off on their Blackwargreymon OTK turn and they ran into this and it saved me in against a couple of matches, including like my top cut matches. So, but I could see absolutely reasons for cutting it if you wanted to. 2 Cougar. This lad just beats purple. Like he beats security control. He beats mass stay. It forces they can do the Lucamon combo to try and pop it, but if you see, it forces you to see the second one. But if they don't got it. It means your OTK turn is just safe. You don't have to play like.
It's also just so good with the Promo Blackwargreymon, right?
Yeah, you don't have to play delicate plans or anything. Yeah. 4 Cool Boy, best card in the game, right?
Should go to 1.
It should go to 1. I'd argue maybe that would be awful too. I'd hate to play the mirror and have them go turn 1 Agu, turn 1 Cool Boy. And
Feels bad.
That would suck. Maybe they should just ban it outright.
Yeah, maybe. For real.
3 Boost. I wish I could play 4. I really do wish I could play 4. It's the best thing to hit when they're coming at you in security. If this comes into play for free, your crackback turn is that much better. You can just pop off OTK. I got incredibly lucky in my top 32 match to have a boost and a Cool Boy as the last 2 checks, and I just crackbacked with the OTK and just had just enough memory. I would like a 4th one. 2 copies of the X Antibody. Most lists seem to have this at 3. Obviously, it's a great card. We all know what it does. It gives you a save. It enables the Metal Greymon X pop if you don't have the Metal Greymon. It can do the Gaiamon into Omni X play. I played it at 3 for a long time, and I had 2 games in a row where 2 sets of games in a row where I open-handed like 2 and then drew 1. And it's such a horrible card off the top of the deck. I didn't. Yes, there were times today when I missed it and I needed it to save, say against Crossheart, like my Gaimon stacks got blown up because I didn't have like an X antibody.
Very sad.
But you sometimes miss it when there's 3 as well, and I think I'd rather just, I was okay with 2. My testing was good, and the last cut of the deck is the Lightning Joust.
I love it.
Yep, I mean Josh put me onto it, and it just enables your OTK combo. If you've got like a poor stack, if your Blackwargreymon is just like search at Agremon and then like, I don't know, you've gone straight to Greymon X rather than the buff Greymon.
Yeah.
Or if you're at the security Greymon without the promo Agremon, you just need a little bit more to pump you up, and you're going to be from behind, so you're going to get the security attack +1, and then you just OTK them harder.
Yeah.
Might be a bit win more, but it was definitely good a couple of times over the weekend.
Same. All right. Any last words?
Yeah, no, thanks for everyone. It's been a great weekend. What a great time we've had in Bremen. Good people, good times, good food. Looking forward to more in-person events. I'll be in Birmingham for the Ultimate Cup in the UK. I hope to see you there.
All right. Kevin, thank you so much. Congrats on top 16, best deck. See you in the next one.